From recent experience, let me just tell you that college life is not simple. From someone who just attended their first freshman year at Texas A&M University, I personally wasn't prepared for all the gradual changes that was going to be going on with my body and its capabilities towards fitness. Growing up, I was very much involved in anything that had to do with activity. I played soccer 24/7, I was in track, volleyball, I was consistently working out. I never really had to focus on what fitness meant to me because it kind of just came naturally to me with the sports that I was involved with. However, in college, that completely changed in the way that I had to go from being naturally fit to learning how to be fit and how to prioritize fitness. So with that being said, my name is Haven, and I'm here to talk to you about how to stay fit in college. So to start off with, I know that there's a ton of tips and advice out there on how to stay fit in college, but I personally want to corner 3 important points that best worked for me. With that being said, the first one is you need to be planning an intentional and well-fit time to exercise. Number 2, you need to incorporate a healthy eating routine into your daily schedule. And number 3, you need to emphasize your daily water intake. So to begin with, let's talk about why working out is even important. I feel like everyone knows here that exercise is super important. However, I don't feel like they know how hard it is to actually do it in college. A lot of people in college would just rather go study or go rest in their bed instead of going in and getting some movement in the gym. And this is why it's so crucial to plan a specific time in your day, whether that's before, during, or after your class schedule, to work out. And exercising doesn't even have to be just weightlifting. It can be anything, a number of different things. According to an article from the Children's Minnesota Hospital titled Getting Exercise in College, published on September 26, 2016, working out consists of pretty much anything that gets your body up and moving and your heart racing. This is just proof that exercising can be technically anything. It doesn't even have to be for a long time either. It can be 20 or 60 minutes. Anything is better than nothing. And we all know that exercising helps build muscle strength and endurance. And in college, you want to have endurance so that you can keep up with the busy life that college is going to throw at you. And the benefits to exercising in college to help keep you fit are absolutely limitless in the way that it helps build your personal confidence, your health, and your well-being, and overall increases your energy. So I know that I'm kind of emphasizing a lot on exercising, but to be honest, fitness is mainly made in the kitchen. Exercising and eating are going to go hand in hand. You can't really work out without having a good meal afterwards. And to be honest, at the end of the day, you are what you eat. Because of this, you need to get yourself on a good eating plan. Personally, I like to try the 80-20 method, which means that 80% of the time you eat nutritious foods and 20% of the time you are kind of being a little bit more lenient. You're eating a sweet treat or a dessert. According to an article from the American Dining Company titled How College Students Benefit from Eating Healthy Meals on June 7th in 2022, the writers of the article mentioned that college students should be eating up to 2 to 3 cups of vegetables or about 2 cups of fruit a day. Now I know that kind of sounds like, how am I supposed to do that? That's a lot of fruits and vegetables to account for, but it's actually a lot easier than you think. Maybe instead of eating fries with your main course meal that night, you substitute it in with some salad, and then there's your vegetables for the day. Once you're about a week into the routine, it'll become a habit that you won't even want to crave junk food anymore. In general, especially in college, you need to be eating healthy, especially a meal that has carbohydrates and proteins in it to reinforce the work that you're putting into the exercise, which was best said from an article by the Mayo Clinic titled Exercising and Eating in College. That was published on December 21st of 2023. Overall, eating and exercising to account for your workout in the gym is what's going to get you far in your fitness in college. Which this brings me to my last and final tip. Now I know this is going to sound a little bit silly, but increasing your water intake is going to be such an easy trick to you staying fit in college. You need to be challenging yourself to fill up your water bottle at least 3 times a day. Get yourself a good 24-ounce water bottle that you can count on to keep you hydrated. We all know that water helps us stay hydrated, but it also flushes out the waste in our systems and aids with digestion. On top of that, some people don't even know, but it also helps with weight loss. According to an article from the Daily Texan titled Students Should Be Drinking More Water, on April 18th in 2019, Henry Corin, the writer of the article, said that students should be drinking at least 8 cups a day to help stay fit while in school. I know that sounds like a lot, but once you get into the habit of doing it, it will come perfectly naturally to you. So overall, I know that's a little bit overwhelming and it sounds like a lot of information, but it'll all be worth it in the end. Staying fit in college is so important, and remember that by just doing these 3 things of prioritizing a good workout, incorporating a good healthy eating routine into your daily schedule, and emphasizing your water intake is what's going to make you feel so much better about yourself. If you don't know where to start, I suggest maybe getting a planner so that you can hold yourself accountable and you can plan a specific time in your day to actually work out. On top of that, maybe even find a friend that can hold you accountable to maybe having the same fitness goals that you are. In the end, your fitness journey in college is not going to be a sprint, but it's going to be a marathon. And make sure to prioritize it, because you do not want to be another victim of the freshman 15.